Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to install RHEL 9.2 OS on Oracle VirtualBox. This is very useful information, as you know, whenever you want to practice something on your personal laptop, so it is always good to have one virtual machine created. So let's start with how to create a virtual machine on this tool. So Oracle is a very popular tool through which we can create a virtual machine. Let's start. You see this window wherein you have I have already created two VMs, and now I'll show you one more VM. You see this panel. In left side you will be seeing all the VMs which are already created, and right side actually actions to be performed on that VM. Or if you want to create a new VM, then just you have to click on new icon. So now you see this new virtual machine wizard has come up in front of you. So first thing we have to enter what will be the virtual machine name. So let's start with like VM1. I am going to give a name as VM1. Now you see the folder path where this virtual machine will be saved. All the files related to your virtual machine, I mean that configuration file, memory file and disk file associated with this VM will get stored in this specific location. So I'm going to keep as it is, but if you want to store in a different drive or different folder, you can just change here. And the next option is crucial, that is ISO image. So basically you have to tell this wizard that whatever operating system you want to install, so where is that ISO kept. So if you click on this drop down, you see there are already few ISO image which I used earlier, so it is showing up for you. What you have to do, you have to just click on other and browse that path where you have kept your ISO. So I'll be choosing RHEL 9.2 OS. So let me select that. As soon as you click on that file, so if you see that path is located here, so that it will be used for installation. So I'll be clicking on next to go to the next page. Here you see that one default user will be created, which is VVOX user, and a password also get created. If you want to see what is that password, you can actually uh, see that password, or if you want to change it, like I will write password only, so that it is easy to remember, also it is easy to use. So this user will get auto created inside that VM. Okay. So and a root user password will be setting while installation. So I'll be clicking on next here, and then if you see, you have a page wherein you have to specify what will be the memory and processor. So I'll be keeping this 2 GB memory as it is popping up automatically, and giving the processor as 2, so that the installation will be completed quickly. Then I'll be clicking on next. So this much of resources is enough to install RHEL. There will be no issue while installation. And now that another one is virtual disk size. So here 20 GB by default it will come. Okay, so I'll just increase a bit, or here I can type how much disk size I want. So I'll be putting as 30 GB. And here one more option you are seeing, pre-allocated full size. So this is, as you may know, so that this is the concept of that thin provisioning and thick provisioning. So pre-allocated full size means as soon as you select this option, so entire 30 GB space will be reserved for this VM. I mean, from your disk space it will be reserved. You cannot even use, even though that VM is not using that much of size, that time also it will be reserved. So I'll not click. So as much as data grows, so it will be using up to 30 GB. That is what I expect here. So I'll not be clicking on this pre-allocated full size option. Okay, it is not at all recommended also for virtual machine. Okay, so I'll be clicking on next now, and if you see here, all the summary things will come up. So you can just go through once, so that you can make sure that you have selected all the right options, and data is provided to that VM for the installation. Now I'll click on finish. So as you see that VM is coming up and one wizard will pop up through which will install the OS. It will take few seconds. Okay, it has come up. Okay, let me check that ISO once. Okay, what I have done, I have just changed that ISO. I believe that there was some issue with that ISO. Maybe during downloading that file, it got corrupted. So I have used another file which I had, okay, with same OS. So now you see that installation wizard has come up. Okay, so I'll be going to select this option, install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.2. So it is going to install that operating system. Oh, we are here now where you have to select a couple of options to start the installation. So first we'll select the language. I'll select English and English United States. As you see, it is coming by default. So I'll go with that option. Now I will click on continue. Here you see this installation destination. So I'll click on this. Okay, so here all the mount points which is required for the OS installation, it will be automatically created if we actually select this automatic option. If we want to define ourselves how much boot partition will be and other related partitions, so we can go with custom. But for the easy installation, so I'll go with this automatic mount point creation. Okay, I'll click on done so that automatically it will be created. So automatic partitioning is selected, and now if you see software selection section, so here there are a couple of options are there, whether you want to install full version of the OS, or it is a minimal installation, or only server without GUI. So I'll go with the first option. I want to install server with GUI option. And one more thing, if you go down, so this big installation was grayed out because one more option to be worked on, so that is root password. So I'll click on root password and set a root password, so that we can have this password ready after the installation. So root password I have set it. Now I'll click on begin installation. So it will take few minutes of time so that it install all the relevant packages, and first it will create mount point and then it will install all the relevant packages with respect to that selection which we have made, server installation with GUI option. Okay, I'll pause this video for now. Okay, we'll show you how this works. I'm back. As you see that installation is completed. For me it took around 25 minutes because it really depends on the configuration of the server. So if you allocate more resource, I mean memory and CPU, so the installation will be faster. So since this is running on my laptop and have a very minimum amount of resources we have assigned, so it took around 25 minutes. So let's do the restart as you see here on the screen. So I'll take a reboot and it will be booting up from the installation media. So meantime, what we'll do, we'll actually remove that optical device. Okay. Okay, so it did not boot from the ISO image what we linked, so it is booting from the disk itself. So you will be landed here as soon as the server is booted up. So after that, what you have to do, whether you can start or stop these location services. So I'll keep this turned off only, and then this you can log in through your Gmail account as well as Microsoft account to make an account. So I do not want this, so I'll skip this to next, and then I'll if here you can actually create one user. So I'll create one user, admin, and username admin. This will be a first user which will be created other than your root login. Now I'll set one password here. Okay. So now all settings are done. So as you see, this RHEL 9 is installed. So okay, so here also we can see that version, which version is installed here. So we are done with the installation. Thank you so much. If you like this video, you do subscribe my channel. Thank you.